on my own, but I don't know why. You hit the road, but you don't realize I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't be there. I won't look back.
Hello, truckers. We're on issue 88 today. 88, yeah. Or in bingo speak, all the eights, 88. You thought I was going to say something else then, didn't you? No. Right, okay. Without further ado then, here we go. So here is Crafty Chris.
Hi guys. I didn't know what was happening then. I thought my camera had gone for me. Because I just had a panic and you said to me, "Are you ready?" And I went, "Yeah, I'm ready." Then I realised I ain't got my build mat out, and so it was a mad panic.
It was a mad panic, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got the build.
All right, a good weekend.
Yeah, let's hope everybody has had a good weekend, and let's hope you've all had a suntan and what have you. So, so doing our chat tonight is the lovely Yorkshire Crafter. Hello, Julie.
Yeah, hi. Hello, everyone. So, yeah, I'll be doing the chat. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Thank you very much indeed, Julie. We've just had a message, me and Chris, I think, from Chris's brother. I have. Just going to have a quick look just to make sure it's okay. It did come off on my computer. Can't get my computer to go properly. Let's have a look. I think it said stolen car somewhere. Yes, it did. Okay, keep a lookout for this stolen car. Just been stolen. Okay. Right. So, yeah, goodness me, things are going off in this world, aren't they? So, right. Okay, we're on issue 88 tonight then. So, as Chris was saying earlier, let's hope you've all had a good weekend and you haven't got too sunburnt. I mean, I've got a bit sunburnt and what have you. Well, you can tell by that look. So, just a bit. So, it isn't sore, honestly. Ow. No, it isn't, honestly. Anyway, right. So, without further ado, then we'll crack on with the chat, and then we'll get some building done.
Okay. So first in, we've got Steve says, "Evening all." Evening, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
And then he's put some looking eyes. And Lord Peter says, "Hi, Chris, Julie, and Dave S." Hi, Lord Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Hey up, Lord Peter.
Peter says hi to Steve. Gillian says, "Good evening, Chris, Dave, Julie, and everyone in the chat." Evening, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Gillian.
And Gillian says, "Good evening, Lord Peter." And we've got Liam says, "Hi, Chris, have a good build and a big thumbs up." Hi,
Hey,
Liam. And Dave Mack, "Good evening, everyone. Good luck with your build, Chris. Have a great show and good evening to Sir Dave and Julie." Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
And Dave says, good evening to Steve, to Peter, to Gillian, and to Lee. Gillian says, good evening, Dave Mac. Gillian says, hi, Lee. And Lee says, here, but working on airbrush rolling stock. Oh,
Jolly good.
okay. I've got Darth saying, hi, everyone. Hi, Darth.
Hi, Darth.
And we've got Mary. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Mary.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
And Darth says, just an idea about the extra LEDs. There appears to be light on the mudguard section, but that fit to the cab.
Yeah, that's correct, Darth. Yeah. You'll notice that it has repeater indicators, and we'll tell you about that a little bit later on. Repeater indicators on the front mud guards. So yeah, that's what they're all about.
Okay. Peter says hi to Gillian, to Mary, to Lee, to Dave Mac, and to Darth. And we've got Geordie Dave. Hi everyone. Hi Geordie.
Hi Geordie.
Peter says hi Geordie. Geordie says hi Peter. Dave Mac says evening Mary, Darth, and Geordie Dave. Yeah, Mary, Darth, and Geordie Dave. Thought I missed somebody. Dream Builder. Hi Dave, Chris, and Mrs. Yorkshire. Clean the hobby room, so I'll be around.
Hello, Dream Builder.
Hi.
Geordie says hi Dave Mac. I've got Mark's Mods. Good evening, everybody. Hi, love.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Horlix says, good evening, all. Hi, Horlix.
Hi, Horlix.
Hi, Alex.
Gillian says, good evening, Mark. Peter says, hi, Alex. Gillian says, good evening, Horlix. Steve says, Lord Peter, evening, sir. Dave Mac says, good evening, Mark and Alex. Geordie says, hi, Mark, Alex, and Darth. Mark says, good evening, Gillian and Dave Mac. Steve says, at Dave Mac Builds, and is waving. Peter says, hi, Daniel. Peter says, hi, Mark. Chat's going crazy. Lee says, hi, Grim. Mark says, hi, Peter. Drim says, hi, Lee. And Horlick says, hi to Geordie, to Gillian, to Dave Mac, to Peter, and to Mark. And that is chat.
Thank you ever so much, Jolie. Very much appreciated. So, yeah, thank you to everybody in the chat as well. So, right, then we better crack on with this build. We've got 13 watching at the minute, so if you can all lay a thumbs up for Christine, that would be great. I do know that there is several Facebook groups watching as well, so you might not see all the chat if you're in one of the Facebook groups, but all the chat will be coming up on screen. So, because Julie will be sharing it to screen as she reads it, so you'll eventually see all what's on in the chat. So, yeah, as I was setting up the show last night, couldn't get it to go right on the Facebook groups, so it might have been notified under Julie's name or under somebody else's name, but it doesn't matter. So, so long as it's on there, that's the main. Okay, right, we'll move over to Christine's build then. So you're twiddling your thumbs as though you've got a lot to do.
I have.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. That's a mute and cough. Right. So this is issue 88, all the 8s.
You've gone quiet.
I've gone quiet. I've gone quiet. What's happened? What about now?
I still sound. Go on, carry on. I can hear
you. Just a minute. Let me have a look at my audio. Oh, it's still on the snowball, it says. So, that's a bit strange, isn't it?
It's come all right now.
It's come all right. Oh, that's okay then. Kicked it up its backside and told it that I'm not having none of it. So anyway,
when you coughed.
Pardon?
It was when you coughed.
I did mute when I coughed, yeah. So okay, so it's the first rear door. Surprise, surprise. So those of you who were thinking we were carrying on with the tractor unit, Unfortunately, you are not. You are carrying on with the trailer unit. So, so we've got the first rear door. We've got hinges and a hook and an upright are fitted to the first on the trail of the trailer's rear doors. Okay, parts supplied in this issue then. We've got 8801, and that's the left door of trailer. Yeah, now can you tell us, Chris, is that metal or plastic?
It's plastic.
It's plastic. Okay. And we've got 8802, the left side frame of rear door for rear door.
It's metal.
And
it's really heavy.
It's really heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll have to remember to duck then if you're going to throw it.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we've got 8803, door hinges ×4.
Yeah. Like that.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then we've got screws. We've got DD09s, 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then we've got DP10s, 9 of them.
I got to put about 5 extra in here. So they are small.
DP10s, 9
Yeah.
of them. And 1 spare. They've actually put 1 spare in each bag. Okay. So, step 1 then. Are you ready for step 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Step 1 is fitting the hinges to the door. Okay. So it says take the left rear door, 8801, and one of the hinges, 8803, and note the position of the larger and smaller holes on the larger flange of the hinge. Okay, so the large flat piece of the hinge will go onto the door, but you'll have to obviously get it the right way around as well with the hinge. So it says in step 2, fit the hinge 8803 on the front of the door, 8801. 2 pegs on the door fit into larger holes in the hinge, and the smaller holes in the hinge align with screw holes in the door. So hopefully the larger holes are for the pins and the smaller holes are for the screws. So you might have to turn that one way or another. So try it either way and see which way it fits the best. So the larger holes are for the hinge.
It'll only go one way.
And it'll only go one way, will it?
Yeah.
Jolly good. And if it only goes one way, then it's the way it should be. Okay, so step 3 says fix the hinge in place with 2 DP10 screws. Okay, and I think they're the small ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if you want to bring up the chat now, please, Julie.
Yep. So we've got Steve says evening to Mark's Mods. And we've got Dream Builder says first chat I've seen, can't see anything else. Yeah,
right.
I looked at the numbers at the top and there was one in the Eddie Facebook group.
Ah, right, okay.
So you could have been in there, Dream, I think.
Yeah.
Mark says evening, Steve. Mark says hi, Horlix. Steve says at Horlix and he's waving. Steve says nice and big.
Yeah.
Darth, the hinges should all have an L on them.
All right.
Okay. Horlix says hey, Steve. Horlick says, LOL at Dave, I do that sometimes. Set Chris doing all sorts.
Yeah.
Horlicks, I can hear you clear here, Dave.
Thank you.
Horlick says, plastic, that surprises me. Thought the doors would have been metalwork. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Dad says, Horlicks, the frame makes up for it. The completed back doors weigh 17 ounces.
Oh my God.
Wow. Horlicks says, okay.
Mm.
Jim says, back now, it works.
Really good.
Peter says, welcome back. Steve says, Dream Builder, they're all on other channels. Peter says, Daniel. Dream says, cheers, Peter. And Lee says, hi, Steve. And that is chat caught up with.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Jolie. How are you getting on, Chris? Okay, don't forget your screwing into
That's
plastic.
2 of them little screws in.
You've got 2 of them little screws in. Good. Jolly good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, step 4 then. Step 4 says, continue working down the door, fitting the hinges 8803 in the same way. So, you've got another 3 hinges to fit in the same way.
Another
Okay,
6
making sure that they're all the same way up, of course.
They'll only go one way.
They'll only go one way. That's good. Jolly good. Okay. So, while she's doing that, folks, I'm going to just flick the camera over to me. Now, I'm sure you don't want to see my ugly mug, because I'm going to show you this. This is obviously my Eddie Stobart. I've actually got up to, I think it's issue 59. 59's next. So, yeah, just to show you that I'm on with that. And because I know that some of you guys know that I'm actually building this as well. So, yeah, I've got up to issue 59. And I've got to say, some of them screws are incredibly small, doing it myself. And I'm not doing it live, I'm just doing it on catch up. So I'm doing it when I've got spare 5 minutes. I'll put a couple of issues together, and then I'll eventually I'll give you an update on my channel as to what mine looks like on my channel at a later date. So I just thought I'd show you that, and I'll go back to Christine now. And say again.
I said I'm no further on.
You know,
so if I can get 2 in, I should be able to get 8 in.
That's all right. That's all right, because I've got a little bit something else to show people and tell people once I get into my photographs. If I can get into my photographs, for some reason my photographs uploading to the computer have been really slow, and so I would have normally have got you some photographs to look at over what we did at the weekend. So we actually went to a little show at the weekend, and we went to a windmill in northeast Lincolnshire called Rawby Windmill, Rawby Post Mill to be exact, in the village of Rawby, which is quite close to the River Humber. It's not very far off the River Humber. It's not very far off Barton and all them places. So, and we actually took our buses, but Christine, she actually took her Eddie Stobart. So, and as proof, there is the table. So you can see, just move it to that side a little bit. You can see the table, and with our Eddie Stobart bits on, and then the buses that we took, and then those people that know that we have a windmill, we actually took a windmill as well. A model of a windmill, which is right at the end there, and then we took a stationary engine. So, and there was a lot of interest in Christine's Eddie Stobart. A lot of interest from people who you wouldn't think there was a lot of interest. But yeah, you can see on the table there that we had it all displayed next to the Blue Room Master, of course, and which is our 2 latest projects. So, and we had leaflets on the tables explaining what was what. And as I say, it created a lot of interest from the general public. And yeah, where can we get these from? How much do they cost? How long does it take you to build them? Blah, 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 blah. Went on and on and on with a lot of people over this lovely build. So that's the first airing of Christine's Eddie Stobart. at a little show in Lincolnshire that we did on Sunday. And it just happened to be the hottest day ever. And so it was absolutely horrendous. Thankfully, everything was all right. Nothing sunburnt or anything. All the buses survived all right, and all the plastic and everything else was perfect. There was a slight breeze on, you see, so it was keeping things cool. Apart from humans, it wasn't keeping humans cool, but there you go. So anyway, that's what we did last weekend. We took them for an exhibition in northeast Lincolnshire, and as I say, we had lots and lots of people interested. And if you get a chance to go in that part of the world, and Rawby has an open day, usually every June they have an open day, fun day they call it, from 11 till 4, something like that. And it really is family friendly. Really nice windmill. It's a post mill, and it's one of the oldest post mills in existence that's actually turning. And it was turning in the breeze, which was lovely. We actually got to see it turning in the breeze, and
It was turning all day, wasn't it?
all day long, practically, yeah, practically turning all day long. And you know, so and it's like we were sat right opposite the mill. So I'll just quickly try and show you this again. So we were sat right opposite the mill, and you can see the mill's turning there in the background, and how wonderful and poetic and everything else that was. It really was nice. So, and as I say, there was people milling around there all day long. There was classic cars, there was engines, there was bits and pieces of all sorts there at the show. And I say the windmill's ours as well, but that had a problem with the windmill. It started fogging up in the case for some reason. So we're going to have to try and sort that out at some point. Anyway, there you go. That's where we was on Sunday. And beautiful day it was as well. So relaxing. So relaxing.
I'll tell you what I did notice. People was coming and having a look. And then there was going and then coming back with somebody else as though they'd gone and said, come and have a look at these.
Yes, there was, wasn't they?
Mm.
Okay, so how are you getting on, Chris?
All right, just tightening them up.
Okay, don't go overboard because they're obviously into plastic. Being on plastic, that's if I was to modify one my Eddie Stobart trailer, that would be not as good as what the metal plate would be. So yeah. Dear oh dear. I thought it was metal. Never mind. You nearly there, Chris?
Just tightening the last one.
Okay. So that was step 4 then, tightening down all them others in the same way. Step 5 is, it says, fix each of the hinges 8803 in place with 2 DP screws. This shows the 4 hinges on the edge of the door. So you've got the 4 hinges on the edge of the door. Yeah. And then it says, right, fitting the hinges to the frame. Step 1. Take the left frame, 8802. Note there are struts at each end of the frame. The narrow strut, yellow arrow, should be at the top of the door. Align the hinges 8803 with the recesses in the frame. So the narrow bit of the strut is at the top of the door. I can't see it at the minute because your camera's a bit fuzzy. And then for step 2, it says, turn the parts over, fitting the 3 flanges of the hinges into the recesses in the back of the frame, 8802. 2 pegs on each recess fit into the holes in the hinges, and in the screw holes are aligned, see inset. So,
Confused now.
yeah. So let's go backtrack a little bit to the putting it together. Take the left frame. Note that there are struts at the end of the frame. So there's bits sticking out at the end of the frame.
Yeah.
Okay. And it says the narrower strut, yellow arrow. So the small strut should be at the top. I'm on that with the top. So yeah, that's right. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So the smaller one is at the top. So I think it's the thinner one actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it says put the parts together so that the door aligns with the hinges and in the recesses in the frame. So put the door and the hinge together, the end frame together. Put them down on your mat. Put that down first. No, put that writing upwards. The other way around.
It won't go the other way around. That way.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. And then you've got to make sure that they're into the grooves. The hinges are into the little grooves, into the recesses in the back of the strut there. Okay. So a bit of a job lining it up, I think. Oh, my instructions have gone. Here, wire. Come on. Page one. Can't get my fingers to work. Right. Okay. So step 3 then says fit each hinge 8802 to the frame 8802 with a DD09 screw. These are black. Okay. So while you're doing that, I'm going to get Julie to bring the chat up.
Yep. Okay. Excuse me. Steve says, hello, Lee. I've got Dream Builder. What? Didn't write all that on other channels? It means
No.
other people, I think.
Yeah.
Putting all the chat in, yeah. And Dream's put weird.
Yeah.
Steve, very good, Sir Dave.
Thank you.
Darth says, loads of these tiny DP10 screws in these rear doors. Oh, goodness. Lindsay's Builds. Hello, all. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay.
And Peter, I get friends ask me about my builds. They're interested till they find out the cost.
Yeah.
Horlix says, I'm not surprised. They are fantastic models you have displayed. Yeah.
Thank you, Horlix.
Steve says, Lord Peter, where are you on this build? And Peter says, I'm waiting for next pack, Steve. Done up to issue 90 and added mods to the cabs I'm happy about. Nice.
Jolly good.
And Steve's put some cool faces. And Peter says, hi to Lindsay. And that is chat for now.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Okay, so we've got a bit of a thing here on the instructions, and it says stop assembly tip. You may find that the DD09 screws are a tight fit due to the paint clogging the holes. Step 3 above. Should this happen, we recommend rotating the screw half a turn forwards, followed by a quarter of a turn backwards until the screw is fully in place. But if yours are going in okay, Chris, that'll be all right.
I oiled them.
You oiled them. Jolly good.
Mm.
Yeah, jolly good. Camera's a bit fuzzy at the minute, but it doesn't matter. While you get it. I'm nearly there now. You tell me when you're ready.
Just shows you get better with practice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I mean, them screws will have been shouting, Dave, come and do them.
You would, yeah. Okay, so it says step 4 says this shows the 4 hinges fixed to the inside of the left door frame, and then it says completed work. Hinges have been fitted joining the left rear door to the upright frame. Well done. Okay, so it's time now for you to look at next week's issue.
Oh.
On the back end of the magazine when you put them away. Just let you put them away.
It's exactly the same as this week's, but the other side.
Yeah, it's next set of parts in issue 89. It's the rear door of the trailer, right side of the frame, door hinges and screws. And that's next week.
I wonder if we're going to put these away now, right till the end.
Well, quite possibly, yeah, quite possibly so. So it's a big piece, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just bring it down a little bit from the camera. Toward you a little bit, that's it. There we go. Yeah, that shows you how big it is, really. Yeah, that's one of the rear back doors of the trailer.
Wow.
Okay, there's a bit more chat, Julie, if you want to bring that up.
There is. So we've got Darth says, DD09s went in fine for me, used oil and a sturdier screwdriver.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mark says, fingers and wrist creaking at the end of this issue reminds me of NM screws on a certain build.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And Peter says, my cab now has an illuminated headboard and working interior cab lights on switch separators to other wiring.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Julie.
I did wonder if they would have lit headboards in them days.
1974.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't know really. Anyway, we digress, don't we? So, that is tonight's issue then, done and dusted. So let me put us all three of us on the screen, and then you can change your camera, Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all done and dusted for this week. So what's happening next then? Well, at 8 o'clock this evening, we've got Geordie Dave and Danno and Horlix and Julie, and they're going to be doing the Titanic, and that'll be the live build with the Titanic at 8 p.m. on Geordie Dave's channel and Danno's University channel. So that'll be 8 p.m. this evening. So, and then tomorrow night is Wednesday, and Wednesday once a fortnight it's the MCC UK. So we've got the Model Plastics Crafting Club, and that will be at 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. And yeah, look out for who's coming on there and what plastic models are coming up, or part works, or whatever they want to do, sewing or anything. So that'll be tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. the MCC UK. Okay, and I think that's it for the next 24 hours, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
Jolly good show then, chapesses. Okay. Right. Okay, I'm going to say my goodbyes fast because I don't want to hang around too much.
I was just wrapping it all up.
That's all right. Yeah, you're wrap it all up. Good night, everybody. Take care, and I thank you for joining Christine tonight and ourselves. Please leave a nice good thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel if you already have done so, and also subscribe to this lovely young lady's channel as well, Yorkshire Crafter. So, and yeah, and there'll be lots of interesting things coming up on both of their channels, so for you to watch. So it's a good night from me. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow evening. I'll be in the chat on Geordie Dave's channel, I think, but I'll see you tomorrow evening. So good night from me.
Yeah. Right, I'll get these bits of chat then before I say my goodbye. So Mary says, good show, well done, Chris and all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Mum.
Peter says, good build, Chris, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Geordie says, no, don't think they were lit up. Gillian says, good show and a big thumbs up. Well done, all.
Thank you, Gillian.
Darth says, 90 is upper and lower frame beam and handlebars. 91 is trailer bumper.
Oh, good.
Okay. Horlix says, well done, another build done.
Thank you.
Dave Mark, great work, Chris, an excellent show. Big thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for coming and supporting Chris and all your lovely chat and heads up and help, and so yeah, very much appreciated and thank you very much. So you will see me in a little bit on the Titanic with Geordie and Danno and Horlix. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Thanks,
Julie. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. When I think back to the early issues, I would have been sweating and my card would have been off and I'd have been in a panic shouting at Dave. But anyway, I've done it tonight, so no more panicking about screws.
Yeah, well.
Something else I remembered last night is one thing that never gets said is I want to thank Julie for Monday night for setting the show up and Dave for tonight for setting the show up. I did know how to do it, but then Dave took over and now I don't know how to do it again. So you've got permanent jobs.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, have a super week. Hope the weather picks up again. It's been a bit miserable here today, and I'll see you next Monday for the Doll's House. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.